presentation is on
monetarism.
Monetarism is the theory or practice of controlling the supply of money as the chief method of stabilizing the economy. Monetarists believe controlling the country's money supply is the best way to encourage economic growth and limit inflation and unemployment. Monetarists argue for government control over the money supply in order to prevent inflation. Monetarism is a challenge to Keynesian economics. Keynesian economics is the macroeconomic thoughts of John Maynard Keynes. He believed that in a recession, governments should spend more and reduce taxes to get the government out of the recession. And in a boom, he believed governments should spend less in a boom and raise taxes to stable out the economy. Monetarism was most influential during the 1970s and early 1980s. Milton Friedman and Anna Schwartz wrote a book called A Monetary History of the United States. This book argued inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomenon. The founding father of monetarism is American economist Milton Friedman.
Some say I'm the founding father of monetarism. Hi, I'm Milton Friedman. It's the early 70s. This is Whiskey. I'm here to talk to you about monetarism, little thing I made up. Monetarism began because Keynes over there, his economics, Keynesian economics, were unable to explain and solve the problems of rising unemployment. Alright, what about inflation? What about that? That's where I come in. Keynesian economics resulted in the collapse of the Bretton Woods system. In 1972, what about the oil shocks? What about that? The Bretton Woods system, it was monetary management that established the rules for commercial and financial relationships among the world's major industrial states in the mid-20th century. Didn't work too well. And for the oil shocks in 73, members of OAPEC proclaimed an oil embargo. Might I remind you that monetarism is the theory or practice of controlling the supply of money as a chief method of stabilizing the country. The economy. Economy.
I was having, snack. Economy builds up the appetite.
As a monetarist, you gotta follow some policies, I'm talking about decreasing government intervention and spending in the economy, alright? You gotta downsize the public sector by privatizing and deregulating government-owned businesses and services. Snack. You gotta decrease taxes. You gotta lower interest rates to get business to increase supply of goods. You gotta get more workers, more jobs, man. You gotta control the amount of money that's in supply. Nevertheless, you gotta keep some unemployment, keep the wages low, and this is gonna help businesses to grow. And ultimately, the hope and the goal is for businesses to reinvest profits on a larger and a bigger scale. And back in the economy, you gotta have a small government too, right? Small government because it costs a lot less than a large, big scale, huge operation government. Keep it small, keep it simple.
These principles were applied by people in history such as Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States. He appointed Paul Volcker as the Federal Reserve Chief. He made fighting inflation his main goal. Margaret Thatcher, she was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1979 to 1990. She used monetarist policies to cut down on inflation. In 1979, the inflation in the United Kingdom was 10.3%. Margaret Thatcher used monetarist approaches to lower inflation. In 1983, she lowered the inflation to 4.6%.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States. I want to appoint Paul Volcker as my Federal Reserve Chief. He made fighting inflation his main goal.
Fighting inflation is my main goal. I'll do anything to lower our inflation and get our economy stronger.
And I'm Margaret Thatcher, Prime Minister of the UK. I want to cut inflation from 10.3 to 4.6. Margaret Thatcher. So we're good? Monetarism? Got it all down? Right on. Sick.
Sir.
Hayek? Who's Hayek? What the hell? What are you talking about? Who the hell's Hayek?
Hi, I'm Frederick Hayek. There are some problems with monetarism. The main problem of monetarism is governments print money to curb inflation, right?
But in reality, when there is more money in the economy, businesses raise their prices, resulting in wages that cannot keep up with prices, which eventually result in inflation. Monetarism causes stagflation. Stagflation is persistent high inflation, combined with high unemployment, and the economy starts to stall. Monetarism believes in the so-called natural rate of unemployment. Typical rate of employment is determined by market forces, which the government implements. Furthermore,
Yo, where's that high boy? Where's that high boy? Get me going, boy. Get me going. Get out of here. Back to my... Yo, that's monetarism.
yo, monetarism.
Swag bass guys. Went off on this project. Yo, that's word to Mr. Robertson. Swagging hard. Yo, and I'm coming in speeding, Milton Friedman. The monetary policy is what I'm feeling. I'm dreaming of that free market economy. Government involvement is key. I started off with Schwartz, wrote a book with my mate about the monetary history of the United States. In the years of the 70s, that money inflated. Oil shocks, Bretton Woods, and Keynes were outdated.
We need some change where Milton comes in, making my only goal fighting inflation. I'm cutting up the taxes and interest rates. Control the money supply too much is what we hate.
The states. Yeah, we need a small government, big scale, tend to fail, throw it on the pavement. Now let's wrap up this rap, monetary is legit. Let me find that sucker Keynes and bust him in his lip. Oh.